Working. Okay. Okay. Okay, off we go. Off we go. So we've got some music on Spotify in the background there. If that's too loud, just let me know and we'll turn it down. I wanted to run through this little setup that I've been playing along with somebody else who knows his name, right? I will play it slightly differently, but the end result is usually profit. So I can just make sure everything's working right there. I'll bring that along into here, and we'll require some data from the wheel, right? Just move this. Yeah. If you see me looking up, I'm looking up at another monitor up there. Right, so number 4, I'm replacing this bit of data into that monitor basically. So off we go. So I've been doing this for the last sort of week or so. It seems to be pretty good. We're going to get some adverts on Spotify. So 11 is his next number there. 11 now. 11. I'm going to need around 8 or 10 numbers for the history. If you've seen the previous videos I've done on YouTube today, hopefully these go the same way. But we all know everything's not that consistent. So we'll put that in there. 9, boom. Roulette God, hello mate, how you doing? Yeah, got signed up, dude. All sorted out there. Yeah, looking forward to that. Actually, I've had a little scout round that site, and it seems pretty cool actually.
Pepsi Max. Thirsty for more.
Is that those adverts and music and shit too loud? Oh, we got 30. Number 30. Okay, 30, and we'll drop 30 into his data there. Yeah, it seems, I mean, America's always far bigger and better, isn't it? It just seems that way, to be honest. Seems a lot better. What the fuck is this music? I'm going to turn this music off because it's doing my head in, to be honest with you. Alright, number 2. 2. 2. No kiddo. So 5 numbers in the history so far. Now you know Roulette God. I'm trying to get to what you're doing here. Play the way you want, not the way the casinos want. Yeah, that's exactly right. Mark, good evening, mate. How you doing? Good evening. When we do the right things, yeah, it's true, mate. It's all good. 20 is his next number. 20 and 20. Now, I've just done a video based on what I'm doing now. I've not uploaded it yet. I bumped into a friend of mine today, and a long-term friend, actually. I've not seen him for... I saw him about 8 or 10 months ago, but prior to that, I've not seen him for about 8 years, I think. And he said, what are you doing? I said, look, we're doing this. And he said, no way. No way. So I said, we are doing this, basically. And he said, I'd like to see it. So I said, well, 10 or 15 minutes before I met up with him, I just uploaded the last video to YouTube. So have a look at that. So he's going to do, I guess. But here we are live doing what we're going to do. And here's where it's working with animals. It all goes wrong. So let's see. Group therapy meeting. It will, mate. Yeah. Now he's having some t-shirts done. He's only about this high. Bless him. He's lovely. And he wanted size large. I said, these are going to bury you. So he's settled on a medium. So we're going to knock them up for him tomorrow. Yeah, it's good to catch up with people like that. But proper old friends. Used to play pool with him years and years ago. Right, what we got? Let's have a look. We've got 8 numbers. Now, Roulette God, you're going to disagree with what I do now, right? But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. You know exactly what I'm doing. I'm sure you know what I'm doing. 24. Let's have a look at this. 16, 33, 5 and 10, 29, 28, 7, 18, and 22. Now, we've done this bet, Roulette God, because something here hasn't happened. So that's why I'm doing this, and I'm hoping something straight across from there, which is there. Actually, you're looking at... So something around the tier section has not happened. Right, and now it has. And that's exactly what we wanted it to do. This is magical. It's fucking magical. Group therapy. Mark, this is it. This is it. Okay, so the 5's come in. We'll click on 5 and his data there. Now I'm only going to try and get 3 hits out of this. That's all I'm after doing. So my next bet is going to be so I don't straight up split bets. It's the other kind of betting I don't get or understand. It's the other kind of betting I don't get or understand. Yeah, I get you, mate. I get you. So what I'm going to do now is that straight up from there, right? We're going to repeat with that there. 1633, I think that is, isn't it? I'm also going to put on, now this is where we're going to, this is where the great minds are going are gonna differ a little bit, right? 8 with the 11, the 36 and 13. Now this is where I want to get in and out. This would be my second bet. I'd be looking to get out, and I'd be hoping that the 29 neighbours by 2 doesn't hit. Right, I'm not looking at the wheel. Dare I look at it? Number 1. Right, okay. So 1's a miss there. We'll put the 1 in there. Okay. Let's look at this again. So I'm going to am I going to repeat that? I'm not going to repeat it. I'm doing that 0. In fact, hang on a second. Right, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm doing this now, totally different. It is. It's in about. It's all about in and out, mate. But I'm trying to gauge now where I'm going to be doing this next, and I'm doing this a bit different to what I've been doing earlier, right? I am doing it different to earlier. We're going to take that 1 and the 20 again there. The 1, the 20, 14, 33 and 16. And let me look at this. We're going to take that 4 there. I'm going to leave the 0 out of it. I'm going to leave the 0 sector out of it. And I'm doing this because of you, Roulette God. I'm blaming it on you. I'm trying to bet less numbers, right? On this, I would have had the 0 sector covered. I fucking knew I should have covered it. I fucking knew I should have done it. Right? There. Okay. So I'm trying to get to where you're at, man. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to rebet that. And I'm going to add the 0 sector in there. Like that, and I'm going to put in the 2 and the 5 and the 10 and the 24. Now I know there's a lot of numbers, right? But I've got some catching up to do from that previous loss. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see. 36 is a miss. I knew I should have had that fucking 0 earlier on. Right, 36. Let's go. 36. 36. Right. Okay. Actually, I've done something wrong there. Let me just go back on that and that there. The 1 and then a 0. And then the 36, weren't it? 36. Right, okay. Right. We're back in. Let's go. 28, 29, 18, 22, and 7. Mark, 18. Yeah, great minds. Okay. Less numbers auto wheel, 10 to not enough. Okay. Right. So we're going to stick with that one there as well. And we're going to do 21, 2, 4, 19, 25. So, although we won't get into profit, we would get a bit of a rake back if we get this hit. If we get it. Let's see. 17. Fantastic. Boom. All right. Back up to there. 17 hits. So we shall now, I'm going to repeat with that. And I'm going to go a little tad up just on those numbers there. And we're going to have to bring in that as well, right? 31, 9, 14, 20. Right, I'll have to bring them in as well. Okay, off we go. Let's see what this does for us. Mark Waller, 15, 20 within 3. 3 neighbours, sorry. Ian, how you doing? How you doing, mate? Number 6 is another hit. Fantastic. Right, so we're now 5 units in profit. Let's get rid of that 6 up there. Going back there, I'm going to do the 6, 17, 34 again. 25, 19, 2, 4, 21. And we've got to go straight over from there to 14, 1, 20, and 31, and 9. So let's try that. Let's try this. Off we go. We're just passing the hours. Yeah, smash that like button, fellas. Well done, Ian. Thank you, mate. Let's go. So, Ophelians, if we can get it. We've not got it. 23 is a miss. 23. Let's look up there. For this again, I need to shade my nasal hair, I think. So I'm looking right up there at a monitor up there. Let me bring that down here. I'll get a fucking claiming for a neck injury. Right, 23. So we're going to do again. Let's have a look. We've got a lot of numbers to cover. We have a lot of numbers to cover with this one. And I'm sorry for the haters that don't like that. I mean, I've watched Tekka earlier on tonight, and he's done a nice little strat there without covering shitloads of numbers, and he's done all right with it. 22, 18, 29, 28, 29. Let's also look. We've got to still stick with that 14, haven't we? 14, 31, 9, 22, 120. And what just came in there? 23. 23. Right, okay, so we'll do the 24. 5, 10, 120 we've got there, 16 and 33. Right, let's go with this one. We'll still end up with a tad of profit if we get this, won't we? I'm not reading the chat. Sorry. What we got? 18. Here's a miss. Fucking hell. Right, 18. Then why didn't I have it? I'm on the 29 by 2. I should have had that 18 on there. Silly bastard. Right, 18. So a rebet. I'm going to put that 18 on there. I'll put that 18 into there. That would have been a hit if only I'd have placed the bet. Okay, Mark, 32, 3 neighbours. I'm just going to rebet on where we are with this. I'm going to put the 19, 21, the 2, the 4, and the 25 in it again. 44 units down at the minute. That's the 0 that I've missed. That should have had a bet on. And the 18, like a fucking clown. 24 is good though. So 24, right? 24. Let's see where we can get to from here. 24, 21, 2, 4, 19, 25. We'll still stick with the Ophelians there. 20, 120, 31 and 9. And 24. I'm really tempted to go back up to 0, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do right back up to 0 there, like that. Like 15. You see that 24, 15. It's sort of making sense, I guess. Make even more if it is. Okay. Let's see what we get, Mark. Not even close. Let's have a look. That'll do us. 25 is good. 25 is a hit. So we're back into profit. Is this max profit at the minute? 11 units. Right, 25. 25. Bosh. Right. Now we've had that 25. After 24, 25. Now we are going to go up and down, right? Now we're going to go up and down. 26, 32, 35. Run. Yeah, we should be out of here now, Mark. We should be gone. And we're still going to stick on Ophelians there. 9, 31, 14, 20. Okay. What's just come in? 25. Right. So I'm going to take on 5 and 10 and 23 as well. Right. I mean, this wheel, I did this in the video earlier on. Look at it. We're spinning alternately. Whether we've stopped it, we've gone each way. Right. Let's just see if any of that means anything. Then this is my whole point to doing this, I guess. And the 23 is there, you see, 23, boom. So 32 units now, boom, 23. That's it. Roulette God, this is where it would count 2 hits in a row, then bet the odd and leave out. Yeah, that's it, mate. That is exactly it. I tell you what, this last week, I've learned more about this game than I have in a long time. But I think I lost focus for a bit, to be fair. 23 is a hit. Fantastic. So let's look at what happens next. Again, we've still got to go with that. We've still got to stick with that there. 31, 9. Let's have a look at this. 1, 20, 14, 31, 1, 2, 31, 9. We've still got to stick with that. We're going back up to 0. The 0 sector there, as we're going to call this the 0 sector. Yeah, okay. Answers on a postcard. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what happens next. Let's check this. So 12 units on this one. I'm wondering whether I should have the 2, 5, 8, 10, 11 again, but too late for that. The 1 will do us. Fantastic. Absolute brilliant. And that's it. That you know what? That's it. That is a leave. You know what I mean? I could carry on doing this and get a massive negative after this. But that's what I'm trying to show, is the even distribution, displacement, disbursement, shedding out between all. 6 bet, NF go, yeah, man, we're off. We're done. That's it. So 56 units. I've done this at least 8 to 10 times today on this wheel and never lost. I did it once last night and I'd had a few beers, don't get me wrong, I'd had too much beer. And I think I got into 5 or 6 progressions with it. But when I look back on it, I actually had one of those halfway through. Scott 32. Let's have a look. See what we can get you. Yeah, Mark, I'm still in the prototype of it. 27 for Scott Clayton. 27. If I were to tell 27, if I were to tell the chat now, right? If I were to tell the chat now that I know of a certain someone who's made 4,600 quid doing this since last Wednesday night, would you believe me? Would you believe that? $4,600, actually, not quid, dollars. Would you believe me? Doing this system a little bit modified and covering a few more numbers. 18, 16, neighbours by 3. We're a tad off there with that one, mate. We'll get to it. 18, 27, 18. And it's not AOB. I'll give you a clue. It's not AOB. It can be done. Roulette God. It's been done. It has been done. Believe me. 19. Okay. 19. Ian had 16, 19. Okay. Boom, 19. Yeah, it has been done. 34 or 7 by 2 after the 19. Let's go, Ian. Let's get you. Let's go. And actually, in looking at what I'm doing, that there, or straight across, is the bet or the 0 sector. Without looking at the wheel, 8. So I'm out. 8. Near meadow 8. Bosh. And Bosh. Yeah, Mark, you know what, mate? You're right. It's... You see, without upsetting the chat, Roulette God, you don't like covering a lot of numbers, right? I need to know that trigger, what makes you cover those numbers. This, what I'm doing now, I'm able to cover less numbers on certain bets. I have to cover more numbers on other bets. And win, lose or draw, it seems to work for me. And if anybody can go with that's great. You're right, Mark. It shouldn't be a thing caring about covering all these numbers. We've seen people, AOB, Tekka, covering lots of numbers. They get the hits. So what is the issue there? I think what's the word? It's not the cleverness, not there's a word. Is it clever? It's I don't know what the word is, but to cover such a small amount of numbers and get the hits, it looks fucking great. It looks as if you're magical. It looks brilliant. I've seen Ian, right? I'll tell you the best thing I've seen, right? Ian, you'll remember this. This is about 8. I'm trying to think when I moved my bedroom furniture around. About 8 or 10 months ago. And you were playing away, you were freestyling, and you were down, I think, to the last 3 quid. And I think you bet on 30, 27 and 36. And it came in. And then you bet on one single number, all that win. And you got the fucking win on one number. I mean, praise be. You know what I mean, man? That's fucking fantastic. Could you do that every day of the week? You know what? I'm asking a fucking question that a lot of people can probably say, yeah, he probably could. Ian could probably do that. Would you do it every day of the week? No. You'd probably cover more numbers and get more consistent bets. Yeah, Roulette, I get that, mate. I get that. Why bet the 50k to win 10 grand? Well, you know what? If I were a multi-millionaire and I thought to myself, I could do with 10 grand to, I don't know, buy a nice bag of chips for a change, I'd probably do it. It'd mean nothing to me. That in the scale of things, that's like me betting, I don't know, I've put bets on which I call high for me, 150 to 200 quid to win 10 or 15 quid. So in the scale of things, it's the same thing. Lucky. It could well be, Scott. Scott, you could be right. The word is lucky. But when a man like Ian, Roulette Profit and Stop, tells you the number he's actually going for, the one single number, there's more to luck than that, surely. It can't be that it is just luck. It can't be that. It's an educated, it's not a guess. It's an educated prediction. It's one that's based on data, basically. I think, anyway. I don't think Ian could say now, right, Dave, bet on this number. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot, Ian. Give me a number. Give me one number. Anybody give me one number, and if it comes in, there's a tenner in it for you. But those bets that Ian's done. Anyway, 36. Fucking fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This will be amazing for the content. Wait. Oof. Oh, 6. You're missing a 3. Yeah. Yeah, it's about returns. And I tell you what, if one wanted to play a set of bets there, 56 units profit we've just made there. I think if you can place bets, if you can wager less, and whatever you wagered, say, well, 43 quid and you've made 56, or 49 quid and you've made 56, 52 quid, you've made 56, that's always a positive sign. It's got to be. It's got to be. And then, I've just seen that's not, I've put that in the chat wrong there. Let's have a look. I can't get rid of it. I've put 6 in the chat. I'm cheating. It's meant to be on here. It's meant to be on there. Number 6. Yeah, I just think that 26. You know, who else do you see pulling numbers out other than Ian? I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but on the visual ballistics on my wheel that I've done at home, I've pulled, 4 or 5 exact numbers out on the trot doing that when I was younger. You know, it's based on science. It's based on data. It's not. I don't disagree totally, Scott. It's not just based on luck. It's based on what is happening. I know in the early days, Ian, you'd shout me out and say Reality Roulette. He bases his bets on the history of the wheel, and yeah, Mark's getting great at one-offs. Yeah, and the history is it's let's say, is it the history of the wheel or the accountability of what the wheel has to do? I think that's more. If someone said that to me, right, what's this wheel got to do? It has to do what it is basically built for, and that is, out of them 37 numbers, it has to give a rationale of a fair game. And that's a question I'll ask you, Ian, actually. I wanted to do that in the chat earlier on. So we've got manipulated spins, right? Now, based on the manipulated spins, 24, based on the manipulated spins in any online wheel, do you think, see if I can word this right, do you think that even factored in the manipulated spins, the statistics of the game are still made to be true? Do you know what I mean? So let's say we see 10 manipulated spins within 25 spins. Those stats surely have to be made up so the game is still fair, even though the spin was bent. They still have to, yeah, thank you, mate. I thought the same, to be honest with you. And if it wasn't, right, if it wasn't, what I'm doing here to show that, you know, these bits have been missing and it could bounce back to that bet that's just come in and go directly across and fill these little sections in of this wheel. That works on this wheel, on my wheel. It works every fucking time, right? It has to work on those wheels online as well. Even though it's bent, it has to do that. Because that's what the game's about. And although you might think you're being cheated out of that one spin, where, look at today on that 00. How many times should that ball have been in that pocket? How many times should it have been there? It owned that pocket, to be fair, but it never went in it. But you can guarantee by the end of the day, those stats on that wheel will be exactly true. They'll be exactly true. No one can deny that, you know. And we were talking about the blue cloth thing today, the slingshot wheel there. Although I call that a cartoon wheel, right? That software, it's used on, let's say, I don't know, it's on the guy with the hat who looks like a sailor. I don't know if I can say these words to name the casinos or not. But let's say it's used on, I know of two big high street brands who use that software. Now, if I'm the owner of that software and I go into that shop and say, right, here you go, do you want to use this for your online casino? It's set up to be on a European wheel 8.9% against the player. The house edge is now 8.9% because we've got this bit of software here that will manipulate these spins so your players will lose. You're not going to buy that. You're not going to take it on. You would say, I'm really sorry, but the gambling commission would absolutely gangbang my rear end. 8.9 alcohol. Yeah. You would not take it on. You'd have to see the proof that this game is fair. Is it fair? Even though you get the manipulated spins, then yeah, it has to be fair because nobody would take it on. They wouldn't do it. 24. Let's go. This is not alcohol, it's tea. And it's cold now. Will Vegas has just got a notification. Who watches Will Vegas? Will Vegas is a bit of a legend, actually. I like him. Let's see what we've got for a bet. Come on, let's have a go. Let's have a go here. Calling for the number 1. Right, okay, Scott. So Scott's on number 1. I'm on Opelians and the zero sector. Come on, because the zero sector looks like it's missed for about 15 spins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 12, 23 spins. Opelians has hit though. Bosh, we'll take that. 14. We'll take that all day long. What were you after, Scott? Scott was after the number 1. Near enough, mate. If you play neighbours, Abydos, you don't. 6 for the win after 24. Is my chat lagging here or what? 14. Okay, yeah, you confused me then, bro. Let's go. Yeah, I'm on 34 and 17 after this, actually, mate. Let's have a look. Repeat 14 by 2, 34, 17. I'll take that one. Thank you. 14. Boom. I mean, it's like that. How do you know these things? How do you know these things are going to happen? Same again, Ian. Same again. Let's go. Yeah. $21. It's over there. It's over there. 21. What do we get? 24, 14, 14. 14, 14, and 21. Okay. Yeah, so why do I repeat on that? So my logic there, right? My logic for this wheel, as I've been yabbering away tonight, I'll show you the logic, is that the Ophelians have missed Orphalines, or however you pronounce it across the pond, Scott. They've missed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, around 25 spins, right? And this is where I take heed of what Roulette God does, because when he gets a hit, he likes to build on that hit, right? And I believe you're building on that hit because those certain selected numbers have not hit for quite a while. And why does it repeat? Why does that wheel just repeat there? It's got no memory or anything. It has to fill the stats in correctly. Now, whether that be 14 or its neighbour by 1 or 2, the Aphelion section to that wheel has to be filled in correctly. We're now missing the 0 for around 25 or 26 spins. Not just the 0, but 0 by 3. That's a lot of spins for all those numbers to be missing. So eventually, whenever that may be, it's going to come in. 50 misses scenario, colour numbers come in. Yeah, that's right then. Exactly right, mate. 27. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get, let's do a few more spins, few quicker spins, and see if we can get this zero sector to come in. 20 odd spins for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers to miss. 18. So I'm going to speed this up. 18. Oh, there we go. I mean, they could go missing another 10 or 15 spins. But at that, just don't bet in that area until it comes in. 13. Away we go. Dealer change is in bed. Let's go. I don't know why I'm going to get it anytime soon, to be honest with you. 31. You know, you just got a feeling that that ain't going to happen. Yeah, 28. 28. So what else has happened here? So, as I'm looking at now, let's see how the zero still missing 4. I can't how many spins. 4. 30 odd spins now. So Ian's on 8 of 13. All the money. Let's go for you, mate. Let's go. 8, 13. All Ian's money. Let's go. Oh. 33. But you can see that it's just not going to that area of the wheel. Do you know what? I'm gonna spin it that way again, right? Just in case. In fact, I won't, Ian, because it may upset your pegs. I fucking loads, mate. Honestly, I've not needed to say anything. Two. I was gonna get one of them 3D printers to print my own. And a bit of fuse wire, wind them up, boom, that's it, pegs. You know, we're talking about them actually, without taking the piss, we're talking about them wooden pegs. You know, come on, 0, no, 7. You know them wooden pegs that you used to get? You used to stick them on the washing line and pull them back and let them go. I used to do that to my next door neighbour's side door on their house when I was a kid. Yeah, we're talking about them. Where do you get them? Peg guns, yeah. Yeah, where do you get them? I mean, how many times can this miss the zero? Look at these blacks. Right. Right, ladies. All these blacks. Where we're going. Where we're going after all these blacks. And look at it blocky as well. Where's Joe Croupier to break these patterns? Look at that. Wow. Etimino would, I can give you Etimino's advice. He waits till a red comes in and then starts having a go at reds every now and again, basically. 3. So we get a zero sector at last after 40 spins. It avoided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers for 40 spins. So let's see what happens now that zero sector's come in, right? Let's see if it evens its shit out. Number 1, Scott, there you are. There's your 1. There's your 1, buddy. Ian, neighbour. Oh, roulette god, sorry. Neighbour, 20. She's here. Mark Waller would like you to spin the balls. She's got no clothes on. Number 5. So that'll be extra, Mark. Oh. Off we go. In and out of 20. It's going in my life, buddy. 15. So it's going up to the 0.6 and out. It's evening out now. If you could see my little Hong Kong Book of Kung Fu, what I've got going off here, you'll see that all the green hits are down at this side over there, and now it will draft over to the other side. 24 in, all the love, all the money. 24, 15, 35. Let's go. Come on. No good. 2. You made of 2, but it's working its way up there. It is that the graph that I've got is going over to the left, which means it's making its way. I've been working my way back to you, baby. Up to the 0. Let's go. Working its way back down. 31. 21. Bosh, 31. Mark, 20 and 22. Almost, buddy. Almost. Your neighbours by 3 though, aren't you, Mark? That's a hit for you, isn't it? Let's go. 10 to 10. $21. Marking stop moving so I don't know. To the right spot. 21. Oh, sorry. I put that in the chat there. Marquee stop moving, so I don't know if my 1 landed in the right spot. It landed in the number 1, Scott, definitely. 14, 14. I put numbers in there. Let me just update these numbers in here because I've been putting them in my file, not in here. 14, 21, 27. Then we had 18. Let's get these in plus Scott. 13, 31, 28. 33, 22, 17. 22, 17. 11. Then we had 3, 1, 5. I'll tell you what I did in earlier on, actually. Bear with me a second. 15, 2, and 31. One of the videos I did earlier on, we had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we had 10, 9, not in that particular order, but this one went 10, 9, 7, 8, 6, and 5. I mean, what the fuck is that? I thought we were on a fucking launch or something. Off we go. Mark, we have got 1, 9, 12 for 5 spins. 1, 9, and 12 for 5 spins. Number 6. 6. Let me keep up with this on this side as well there. 6. Not 66. 6. Okay. So I'm nearly up to my 52 spins. Oh, next door. Let's go. Let's go. Away we go. It's still not number 8. That's still not tidying up that 0 area though, is it really? Looking at that, I've had 2 hits in the last 40 something spins there. And look at the blockiness of numbers. Black, red, there. Joe Croupier be turning in his... It's not in his brain for it. He'd be turning, he'd be upset about it. 8. Staying down there, isn't it? 36. 36. I'm going to retrig. I'm going to take all my data out of there from that 36 and start again from there. It is my fault entirely, Mark, honestly. My fault entirely, buddy. Right, here we go. I'm going to do 8 to 10 spins I'm going to make a prediction. And then I'm out of it. 18. 18. Roulette God, what are you on there? 8, 11, 30 within next 5. 30 within next 5, okay then. Let's go. I think what I might do one evening or daytime, whenever anybody's feeling signed for the gyros and everybody's free, is do a 19. Is do a challenge. Somebody can have 10 minutes on the wheel. Here you go, Mark. Away you go.
It's going that way.
Watch this shit.
I'm going to put it that way.
Yeah, off you go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Got
Put the
better.
power in that wrist, Mark. The power in her wrist is
A little bit.
lethal. Right. No more bets.
18.
Hooray, Mark says hooray. Boom, 18.
Am I going the same way with wheel?
No, an alternate wheel now.
Oh, I can't roll it other way.
Right, you'll have to bear with the lads. You can only go one
No,
way.
I can push it other way if you want me to.
You want to push it other way.
Right, so if it's going that way,
Yeah, ball goes other way. This way.
can't do it this way.
You can.
Can't
Off you
make
go.
it fit.
There you go. Better dealer, Mark says. Better
Oh,
dealer.
a bit.
Don't be
a
doing
bit.
rude stuff.
Not doing no
You
rules.
get
I'm
me
saying
bad off YouTube.
Number 1.
1. There's Scott's 1 again. Boom.
Stopping it other way.
Yeah. Okay.
Which way am I going now?
That way.
I'm tired. Yeah, no more bets. I've jacked in now.
You jacked in. There you go, Mark. That's
Exclusive.
Haley's performance for you for the evening. Okay, number 1. Scott, what you done to us? Number 1. Number 1. Right. Okay. You're back to me, lads. Sorry. Sorry. Slow spin. 8, 11, 30. That's your slow spin there then, mate. 14, eh? 14. 18. Let me just catch up here. No, tell me. 19. Back to 18. 1 and 1. And 14. Right. 1 and 1 and 14. Boo. Off we go. Oh, let's get a predicted bet here. Let's see what we can get. You know, 14 again. 14. Magnets in play. Catching it on the dealer charge back. Right. Let's Mr. Mark. She does roll back to back 18. I'll tell you what. 10. Right, we get a bit of a break in colour. 10 and 10. How many numbers we had this session? From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've had 10 numbers roughly since Mrs. Reality popped in and out. I'm going to have a bet. I'm going to place a bet. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to do this sector that's not it for the last God knows how long. And 34 by 1. And I know it's a lot of numbers, right? I know it's a lot of numbers. I'm proud to be betting all these numbers. 11, 11, 30, and 8. 36, 13. Let's see what else we're doing. I'm thinking the 29 by 2, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave that out, right? Let's see if we get it. Let's see if we get it. 24 is a miss. All right, 24, 24, bosh, 2, 4, boom. I'm going to repeat. I'm not going to do 24. We'll take that there. We'll take that with that as well. That with that to join to that there and there. Right? Rather than doubling up, I'm doing that. Okay. No, I don't think it is, Mark. Do you know what, mate? I don't think 17 is. I think 18's roughly half, to be fair. You know, it's... I mean, look at this. What we got here. 16. Did we get a hit? All them numbers, we've still not got it there. Right? 24, 33 would have had a sniff on. Right? 16 there. So 16. But now, I mean, it stayed in that area for the last 3 hits. I'm going to rebet and I'm going to double up. I'm going to do... I can hear all the hissing now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. When doing straight up, it's fine. You think so, mate? Yeah? I think it is. I think it's all right. 25. And we miss on that. 25. Answers on a postcard, please. Right, let's look at this. Right. Let's look at doing it this way. Then we'll go at 23 there. 1633. I'm going straight back to where it was there. 21 by 2, like that. There. We're going to do that side of feelings and yeah. And I'm going to do, we're on that, right. I'm just going to, I'm not going to leave it at that because I want to leave with profit. And this is where, even when you're not playing for real money, you want to leave with some money, basically. This will take us a tad over. It's max, I think. Oh no, it won't wait. Not there. 15. 15's not good for us. 15. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, no, not that there. 15. Like that there. I'm going to go down to 24. 5, 10. 1633. And we're going to cover that as well. 30, 36. 8, 10. 13, 27. Right. Roulette God. Even now we could split to have a bit more. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, rather than doubling up, we would do a little bit of that, I guess.
Is Ian on?
I think Ian's gone to bed. Let's have a look.
Good.
Rather than 9th Street and what else? But yeah, I mean, you imagine doing a 9th Street now and that not hitting and trying to get out of the shit there. That's what I don't get, to be honest. That is what I don't get. You imagine it's plonking 9 streets to get, we're 100 and something units down to get out of that. We'll take that. That's all right. 32. So 32. So now I'm looking at up and down basically, and the 29 by 2. Right. All right. Let's look. We'll just do that there again. A bit on that there, like that. We'll cover that like that. And okay, we shall do 11 by 3 again. So 11, 30. We're going to take
You've got
30,
this much time in a casino.
I got all time at will now. All right. 23. Heavier on the 23, 26, 27 and 30. I like them with that there. And we're going to take that 6, 17 and 34 again. Right.
You not finish it fast enough.
That's plenty of speed, and that's all right, isn't it?
No, it's rubbish. You worked in my casino, I'd slap you.
28's good. Bosh. So we're up a bit. 28. I'm going to repeat that there with it 11, 5, and I'm going to. Now I'm looking at doing what you're doing, Roulette God, right? Now I'm looking at doing exactly what you're doing there. Right? Let's have a look. That's, yeah, right? So staying where we are, building on it, and building on still what's not here. Right or wrong, that is, we'll have a bit more on that 17, 6 and 34. Numero 2, we'll get bits on it. So 37 unit bet, minus 7, 2, okay. 2. All right. So again, 34, 17 there. 2's come along. 11 by 30, 36. 823. 27 there. What else are we after here? Let's have a look. And the Aphelians again. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no. 31, 9, 31, 9, 14, 1 and 20. Right. And 15 numbers, £21 return, 2 years, job done. Yeah, I mean that's fair play. That's you know, looking at it like that, yeah. And let's see. Let's just do that 4. Okay. Oh. Yeah, right, let's see what this does. Let's see what this does. 2. I've usually be over to 22 with this one, 2, 22. 16. Miss. Bosh. Bosh, 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 bosh. Down and out. Okay, 16. 1, 6. So what we're down here? We're down 60, 140 units down from us original. Let's go up. Mark 14, 18, 19. Right. So 16 there. 21, 4. Units 2. Right. Okay. So I'm going over there like that. 9, 14, 20. There. 22, 31. Right, I'm staying well in with the rest. Let's see what this does. I would do at least 2 bets the same if playing like this with little top up if needed. Yeah. Do you want profit or fun? We lose it all. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's right, mate. I think if you can get 2 hits doing what this is doing, getting and out, 3 hits, fantastic. Yeah. What we got? 34. So we've got us 34 eventually. There. 961. 34. See if we can crawl back out of this, if you can bear with me. Trying to get the bets. So 11. 11 by 3. 11. 30. 23. 30, 23. 8. 36, 13 and 27. Right, 3 hits the target, but if not, just leave it. Yeah, leave on a loser. Yeah, definitely. And sticking over with that again, 120. 14, 31, and 9. So let's have a go at this. And as Roulette God says, if you get a hit or a miss, don't be doubling it up. Fill in the splits or the corners. We've got a miss, unfortunately. 5, 5. We're going to repeat. Actually, at this point, mate, we have to bring in this for me. But for my way of doing that, that's the way I would have brought that bet up. Now, I can't get a split on this. For some reason, that don't work. So we'll put it on there like that. There, 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 and there. What do we get? 5. So for me, a little bit extra on them. And 26, we've got it on. Let's have a look. See if we can do it. See if we can get this one up to 0 or 18. Here's a miss. I'm thinking about giving him 18. Bosh. 18. I'm just gonna repeat that bet. Actually, I'm just gonna repeat, and if this misses, I'm off to bed. So obviously, let's see. So 18. Hopefully, over to 21, 19, 28. Miss. And we should have repeated with that. Roulette God. Hooray for me. Mark. 28. 28. Would you have stuck on that there, Roulette God? After that 18, would you have gone again there? Because that would have been 2 hits on the trot. Whereas I'm here sat just re-betting into oblivion. Let's see. Let's see now. Come on. We need them 3 of these on the trot. I don't even look. Number 2 is a sniff or something, surely. 5 units. 2. 2, right. Okay. 11. 11, 38, 13, 36, 27. Too many numbers, yeah. Yeah. Up to 0. Gotta be. Surely up there. I do like a 2 after the 11. And we're going to go a bit heavier around there. Like that. Okay. 15 numbers with some splits now. Okay, mate. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. I'd like to get back up to at least what we started with, if we can. Where are we? Come on. Do the business. There we go. There we are. 23. Making a bit of sense. Making a bit of sense for us. 23. I'm going to repeat that with that 5, 10. Splits there. And 31. We're going to take that 31 and the 14 as well with that. Okay. 0 and 32, 35 and 3. Okay, come on, let's go. Have we got that? We haven't got it. Fucking 24. The neighbour of the 5. 1 off. It's not even real dollar. 24. So we're really fucking dipping down here now. 24. Same again. Let's do the same again, mate. I'm going to cover the 24 though, and this, excuse me, and the 16. and a couple of splits around that actually. 24, the 15 and the 4. 33. Okay. Mark 15, 22 with 3 now. Okay, mate, off we go. Okay, 15 hopefully, mate. Hopefully it's 15. It's got to be a result for Mark. Mark Waller, the champion of champions. Boom. Now we're up to 925, 15. Now I'd like to say lower the bet. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to repeat that. Roulette God. Now, same bet. Yeah. I was either going to say lower it or lower the same numbers there, right? I'm going to go up with 1 unit on 15, 32, and cover the 19 as well. All right. This is where it's, yeah, exactly, mate. This we've built on it. We've got to this moment, and here's where it has to happen. Surely, come on, this will get us out of the dirt if this comes again. Oh, the pain. 22. Okay, 22. Right. 22. Go down. Yeah, okay, yeah. So stick with it. Okay, mate. Yeah. So let's look at what we're sticking with, which is going to be 6, 17, 34. We're going to do the 14, 31, 9, 20 and 1 there. I think I'm happy with just them numbers, to be honest. And I'm going to go up with that, right? Just them 8 numbers. Let's see what this does. I'm going to cover 2 and 0 like that. Let's see. $16. Bollocks. 16. Not enough numbers. Fucking hell. Yeah. Comedian. Okay, 16. Right. Got me with that, Mark. 16, we're going to go with 19, 25, 4. We've got 2. We're going to go back with 15, 16, 24, 33, and 23. Right. Let's see if we can do anything off of this. Let's go. Let's have a look. Roulette God. Is that the numbers I'm on now, mate? I weren't looking at the chat. 34. Bosh. There's 1. There's 1. So that's a good hit there. We're going to repeat that bet. Right. Let's see if we can get 2. That's it. I'm just going to branch out on that 34. We've got the 6. We're going to take the 13. The 4 we've got. The 21. We'll stick with that. Okay. We'll stick with that. Come on. Let's go. 74 to 74. 4.7. Come on. It's not for me. That's not for me. That one. 3 and 3. All right. That's such a small target. That is such a small target there. It really is. 32 there. We'll do the 5, 10, 24, 33, and 23. Go up with that. 30-33 for Mark. Let's have a look, buddy. In fact, we'll take that 30 on there, actually, what we're thinking. 30, let's go. Let's go, see if we can do it. And nice, straight up, straight down. Do you know, every time I bet 30, I always usually cover 27. And I didn't then. 27, okay. So I'm repeating that anyway. And now I can't get a split on there. So we're going to do that with them. 11, the 36. Right. Has to be repeated. No more numbers. I plonked a few on, mate. I'm sorry. I plonked a few on there. Right. 27. I'm having more on 32. 2. Let's have a look. 12's good. 12's definitely good. So 65 units. Here, right. 12. Right. I'm going to take your bets to get us back up 120 units. Same bet for Roulette, God. Mark, would you like to be in the mix? After that 12, I'm going to add 1 to it and 21. So they're my combos with 12, 1, 21. Mark, have you got any input for us there, buddy? 121, same as myself. Yeah, right. Okay. Let's go. Let's go with this then. We're not far off. If we get 2 jackpots here, we've cracked it, really. 2 jackpot numbers, we've done it. 26 is one of them. Right, we ain't far away. We are not far away, lads. Come on. Let's get her back up. Let's get her back up. Now it counts. Right, so Roulette God. Are we repeating at that? Because if we repeat at that, it's a 65 unit bet. Mark 28-29. Same bet. Okay, so I'm going to take off that 21 and the 1. After that 2. I'm sorry, after that 26, right? We'll fill in Mark's 28-29. I do like a 6, 34, 26. I'm going to cover the 4. All right. See if we can get out of this dirt that we're in. Come on. Another jackpot and we've done it. Repeat. Fantastic win, fellas. Boom, look at that. 1,042 units. Now, here's a question. Here's a question for you all. Got these shorts on with that mesh in and my fucking bollocks up like a bit of a cheese grater. Evening, Tekker. Thanks for joining, mate. Here's a question for you then, lads, right? As we've just brought that back, if you were playing on your own, would you have done that? Or would you have actually had those 3? Well, you wouldn't have had 3 minds thinking about it, or would you have got tilted? This is simple. This is an easy question. Because I were playing with somebody else at Roulette the other day, and the 2 minds there were scoping off what were going on, and it was a whoa, get reined in, waited, boom, re-trigged, and off you go. And it was successful. And that were just 2 of us. Imagine 5 brilliant minds like us all doing it. Fucking hell. Right, so 0's it. Tekker's joined us. Evening, Tekker. I was just about to wrap up, to be honest with you, mate, but because we've got your presence, mate, we'll have 5 minutes. We started with 1,000 units. I think we were up. What were we up, people? I don't know. How long gone after your first profit? Yeah. I think we were about this much profit, weren't we, after 3 spins? And we've played and played and gone down, but collectively we've got back up. What shall we do? We'll do a 0 sector again, like that. There, 32, 15, like that. I'm going to put on obviously the short side of the Orpheans bet and the 14 by 2 because we're still waiting on that bet to actually come along. 31 and 9. So that there has missed now for around 30 spins, which we know is not. I mean, it's not a colossal amount of numbers, but we've seen the other one go 50 there, didn't we? 25, but we got 25. Here's a miss. 25, 2 and 5. Boom. So we shall rebet. We'll go with the 25 area as well. 25, 2, 4, 21, 19. Yeah, okay, we'll stick with that. We'll stick with it. All right, flat rate at that at the minute, aren't we? Okay. Yeah, we just like two nice hits for the content and be out of here. Actually, I think that that getting back up on that 0, that last hit on 0, were good enough. 44, we're now at 44, and 6 has hit on the smallest side of the Ophelians sector, which is good. I'm going to repeat that, to be fair. I'm going to go up on 6, 17, 34, 25, 19, 2 and 4. I think we'll stay in fact, actually, we'll just go over to 22 and 9 at that as well. Let's have a look. See what this does for us. See what happens here. Repeat all straight over the road. Come on. Roll a bit. 18. Why the fuck have I not got 18 there? 18. Okay, 18 is what we got. Now, last time we did this, we didn't repeat in that sector, did we? So we'll do it this time. 18, 7. We've got 12. We'll have some splits in there like that, especially with those. Can't do it there, can we, for some reason? 18, we're going to take that 2 on a bit more. 25, 2, 4, 6, 17 and 34. Let's see. I'm going a bit extravagant now, aren't we? Really, way too extravagant, really, to be fair. Some of the straight ups are not even going to get us out of there, tell you. Number 1, we've got it, but it's shit. 1 and 1. We've got a bet on lost 15 quid. Fantastic. Yeah. Ian, what time is it? It's 20 past 10. How long have we been here? An hour and 25 minutes. I've got 1 unit profit. Right. Well, eventually, the that area did come in for us. 31 and 9. 31, 9. 14. 20. So let's do we'll do Mark's combo with my combo. Reverse with a 12 there. We'll stick with a 0 sector. 35, 1. We're going to do 5 and 10 with that as well. 33. Do we get out of the shit with this? We don't, do we? Let's get some splits there to see if we can get out of it. Take that 7. Should we do that? 29, 28. All right, let's try that. I'm clutching at straws now. My eyes are starting to get welded together. Never overlap bets. Okay, mate, that's interesting. 2 need sorting out. What do we get? Number 1. We'll take that. Definitely take a boom. We are in the highest session profit of the evening. It has been 1 hour and 27 minutes. Thanks to Mark and Mine's combo. One. Boom. We'll take it though. We'll take it. We've never been really in the dirt though. I think we got down to 860, what it 840. I can't remember what it was. Far too long. Yeah, we were in and out. Well, can you remember when we were both? Well, I were a year younger when we first started recording this streaming. We were up straight away. Straight away, we could have left straight away, but we didn't. We chose to stay. One. Let's have a look. Right, your predictions. Give us some numbers, and then it's bedtime. I think it's got to be bedtime just soonish. 8 and 23. These are mine. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers each. Who wants 6 numbers? No one likes winning and walking away. No, you're right. You know what, mate? That's it. You're right. 7, 28, 29. Let's have a look. 7, 28, 29. Tekka, have you got some choices? Ian, Mark, let's go out on a high if we can. Clean sheet. I know. Yeah. Yeah, my pews look like Bigfoot's ass. 1336 for Tekka. Let's go 1336. We're on them. Fantastic. We're going to double them up for us, Tekka. We're on them. Ian, have you got any choices, mate? Are you still with us? Or have you nodded off? Scott, that's the second time number 1 is repeated. Let's have a look, mate. 1-1. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Back there, up there in the history, you're right. Mark, 5, 9, 12, 21. 5, 9, 12, 21. Anyone fancy a number 1? Number 1's free. We're on 15 numbers. We'll pop it in because it's been good, hasn't it? It's been there. Right. Last call. That's it. We're in. Are we ready? Let's go. Here's off. The last spin of the evening. Scott, 23. Boom. I banged it up there for you, mate. 23. We're on it. Let's see. Oh, is it the 1? 16. We're all losing. We're all out of here. Boom. So we ended up with, do you know what? I think it was 146 profit what we were in earlier at its max. Take us looking at the history upside down. Turn it on its head, mate. Would we have won? Would we have won there? Let's have a look. Yeah. Scott, I think your number 1s were, where were we? Repeated there. 18, 19, 18. That's when Mrs. Reality were dealing, I think, isn't it? 1, 1, 14, 14. And then again, 1, 1. I'll lower the magnets on that one. I'll lower the magnets on that one there. Is it better that way? Which way are you talking about, mate? Sorry. Oh, the history. Okay. Yeah, no. No, it's not any better. Right. That's it. It is 10. What are we on? 10:24 UK time. Scott, thanks for joining us, mate. I don't know what time it is over there. Well, you're either up early or going to bed late. Tekka, thanks for joining in, mate. Ian, as always, it's a pleasure. I might email you tomorrow about something, Ian, which obviously means I want something, or I want you to look at something. But we'll have a look. You're going to roll the number 1. I'll be there 3 times in a row. Let's have a look. Let's have another go. Let's have another go. Let's have a go. Number 1. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's 7. It's almost like it. It's been emotional. Yeah. It has. It's always a pleasure to have you all here. Highly respected gents. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. We'll catch you tomorrow sometime. Stay lucky. Be lucky. Only gamble with money you can afford to lose. And all that business.